Mr. Museveni, as you address the nation, it is increasingly becoming obvious that most citizens will completely ignore, make themselves busy, or distance themselves from watching you while you gravitate to speak to the nation. Well, this is not an action of hate. I think it is an action of revenge. Revenge over what you have turned national addresses to look like. In the comfort of the State House, guarded by heavily armed men and women, you turn national addresses into theatrical piece of plays and you are the stage master. From a funny setup of posho and a weighing machine to narrating to Ugandans the unwelcome, boring stories of history about the Bachwezi, telling us about the affairs of the Interlacustrine region, how the Batembuzi disappeared, all those stories. I mean, all those are good stories to tell, but probably to only your children and grandchildren in Rajtula around a fireplace. Because you know what? It seems as though in your rearview mirror, citizens are your children surviving at your mercy. And they must listen to you. That's why you speak on TV and radio across the country. In the words of a Frenchman, you deeply affirm and completely reaffirm to yourself every day as Elata c'est moi. To put it better in English, I myself am the nation. But I think that's a complete lie if you do. You pull off your collar cue behind a mask of politeness, and you could be. But to the citizens who are fighting to survive, they see a severity of a mean guy. Citizens want to know what a person occupying the highest office in the land is doing to mitigate a problem of an economic crisis. How in the world do children and their parents continue dropping dead, not for anything else but hunger in Karamoja sub-region? I mean, the question is, do you need people to pull off a Sri Lanka as a result of the skyrocketing of prices of basic commodities? How many brains are we going to lose every day as we see our brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, friends and relatives continue to run out of their country to find jobs in the Middle East? Is that what it must take for you to wake up? Do you need retired Dr. Kano Kizabe CJ's walk to work protest to reawaken you to the reality of the struggle of Ugandans? What's happening at the pump and how you continue to be a major cover-up of the incompetency of some of your lackeys, such as Kasaija, Agnes Nandutu, among others. And what could be last, but not least, is your continued detaining of innocent political prisoners in the past, and the last batch being supporters of Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. And what's their crime? Supporting your opponent in the 2021 elections. Ugandans sent me to tell you that it would be overtly crass to serve them another hour or two of just talk.